What's up guys? So recently I posted on my Instagram that I'll be doing a Q&A. You guys killed it with the questions you asked, over 230, so let's get into it. First question, how long have you been yo-yoing? So I've been yo-yoing for 10 years. I started back in 2004 or 5, and I did it for a couple years, took a couple years off, and then in middle school I got back into it, started competing, and it all took off from there. What is your proudest moment in your yo-yoing career? So I definitely have to say winning the World Yo-Yo Contest in Prague. That was incredible. I spent 10 days there, and then that was actually right after I spent a month in Japan practicing for it, and it was just the perfect ending to the trip. Super memorable. Anytime I go back to Prague, I always think of that, and it's really special. Yeah, so next, who is your biggest inspiration in yo-yoing? Okay, top 3 players, John Ando, Shu Takada, and Ben Condi. They all put a huge emphasis on musicality in their routines, and they make yo-yoing look awesome. So that's definitely what I look for. To me, it's a lot more impressive when a player can make any trick look good. So making the trick look good, doing the trick in a specific way, is a lot of the time more important than the actual trick you're doing, in my opinion. How long do you practice every day? So that totally depends on what time of year it is, if there's a contest coming up, and pretty much whatever else I have going on in my life at the time. I would say when a contest is coming up, I practice like actual yo-yoing maybe an hour or 2 a day, but I consider everything else that I do in preparation for my routines as practice. So that encompasses mixing the music, choreographing the routine, even just thinking about the story I want to tell during my routine. So my practice is more than just the tricks. It involves all aspects of what I want to bring to the table when I'm getting ready for a competition. What was your reaction when you won the World Yo-Yo Contest? P.S. You the stuff. Thanks, man. Yeah, so winning Worlds was, man, like I don't even know how to describe it. Like I said, it was a long-term goal of mine. It's something I still want to do again. We can get to that later. But yeah, you know, the energy was just incredible, and that's kind of the only way I can describe it. It felt like I was in a dream. Yeah. You can actually see what my reaction looked like right here.
The world champion of the World Yo-Yo Contest 2014 in the single A division goes to the USA Gentry Stein!
Okay. How many push-ups do you do on your trips to exotic places? I think the only answer to that is not enough, but I try to take advantage of every opportunity I get. And why not do push-ups in funny, cool places? What is your trick creating process? Okay, I like this question because I think my trick creating process is quite a bit different than most other players. The reason I say that is because I always put a focus on musicality when I'm making tricks. I'm always listening to music, I'm always thinking about what my trick will look like to, you know, certain beats, certain tempos. I try to involve a rhythm in each trick, and I build the trick with a beat. Did you ever play any video games during your childhood? I've always enjoyed sports games, NBA 2K games, NFL Street, all that fun stuff. SSX Tricky, all the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games too. Do you have a job related to yo-yo, or do you have an unrelated job and do yo-yo at the same time? So I am in a very lucky position. Yo-yoing is my job, so Yoyofactory treats me extremely well. We have an awesome deal going on, and we help each other out a lot. So yeah, I get to yo-yo as my job, and it's awesome. How do you become more creative when making tricks? I've only made 1 or 2 in the past 5 months. I would say the biggest thing here is to, well, there's a few things actually. First, learn tricks that you don't like. So that's a really big thing, is players will get stuck in a certain style of yo-yoing or a certain type of trick, and then there's not really too much they can do in that. So I would say learn as many different types of tricks as you can, even if that means you have to learn a trick you don't like. Doing things you don't want to do and doing things that you don't like doing are sometimes the best way to grow. Will you win World Yo-Yo Contest 2017? I don't know, we'll see. Do you have any other hobbies other than yo-yoing? So throughout my whole life, I have been really into learning as many different things as I possibly can. So I'm really into art, drawing, staying fit, going to the gym, playing sports, specifically basketball. I've played a couple instruments here and there, a little bit of piano, a little bit of drums, both kind of self-taught. Hiking, adventuring, basically just staying busy and having a good time. Which worlds were your favorite to compete in? 100% Worlds 2014 in Prague, baby. How do you prepare physically and mentally for a major yo-yo contest like Worlds? So I'm glad this question was asked, because I feel like a lot of people make the same mistake when it comes to preparing for big contests. For me, I like to treat preparation just like any other thing I do in my life. So I strive to maintain a balanced lifestyle. So when it comes to practicing, I practice efficiently. I don't practice for all day. I practice until I feel confident in what I'm going to present. Some people don't eat food before they go on stage. Some people don't talk to other people. I just try to go about my life as I normally would. So when I do go onto the stage, I feel the same as when I'm practicing and when I'm just chilling and going about my everyday. So yeah. Next question. How does it feel when you're on stage? Do you get nervous or anything? Of course you're going to get feelings when you're doing something, or when you're preparing to do something that you really care about and that you're really passionate about. So obviously I'm really passionate about performing and competing, and so when I'm getting ready to go on stage, I have feelings. But I think part of being able to perform well under pressure and perform well when you're nervous is to not think of it as being nervous, or don't worry about doing poorly. Try to embrace those feelings and use them to your advantage to achieve what you want to be achieving. Know that you're feeling feelings regardless of what they might be, and use them to go kill it. What advice do you have for players who keep messing up at contests despite hitting their routine clean almost every time at home? So I think it sounds like your problem here is that you are treating a contest different than how you treat your practice. That being said, it is always a lot harder to do tricks in front of people. So even if you're having an easy time doing it by yourself, it may not be ready for the stage, considering you're doing it in front of a bunch of people. And there's a lot of other things that you're going to be thinking about and dealing with on the stage. Do you have any more goals in regards to yo-yo, and how do you maintain such a positive outlook on what you do? So I think it's easy to maintain a positive outlook on what you're doing as long as you love what you're doing. And I do love what I'm doing, so of course, you know, it's easy to be happy while I'm doing it. Do I have more goals in regards to yo-yo? Yeah, definitely. I do want to win the World Yo-Yo Contest again. I think the biggest thing though is I want to continue to make an impact on those who support me and those who are just getting into yo-yoing. I want to present yo-yo in a way that's cool to people who maybe haven't ever seen it before, or haven't seen what modern yo-yoing is like. What is your favorite setup for your yo-yos? So pretty much just straight out of the box. Shutter and replay both come with center track bearings, and you don't really need to do anything different than pull them out of the box. The replay I used to win nationals in 2015, I pulled straight out of the box like 20 minutes before I went on stage and used it, well, threw a kiddie string on there, but yeah, that's pretty much it. How do you respond when someone outside the yo-yo community asks you what you do for a living? So pretty much just straight up tell them I play with yo-yos. But of course I'll go into detail about traveling around the world, promoting yo-yos through competition, content creation, yeah. How do you make such great choreography on your freestyles? Thank you, I appreciate that. I'd say the biggest thing is putting a large focus on the choreography. Spending a lot of time working with it, picking your music early, months before the contest, and building the freestyle completely on the music. I spend a lot of time, probably just as much time with the choreography that I do practicing the actual tricks. When I have the guideline of 3 minutes, I want to be able to mix my tricks with the song in an order and a fashion that allows me to tell my own story and make my own impact on viewers. Okay, how tall are you? I am 6'2", a little bit over that. I never made it to 6'3". What yo-yo are you using in the 2017 World Yo-Yo Contest in Iceland? Definitely Shutter, but color-wise, probably Blue Silver Fade, or one of the new Finnish Shutters, or the Sunset Fade Shutter, or the Blue and Aqua Shutter. There's too many cool colors, man. Corey Hendon from Yoyofactory asks, how many pancakes can you eat in one sitting? I think a better question is, what do I put on my pancakes? And that changes all the time. You know, once in a while you can throw some peanut butter on there, peanut butter, syrup. You know, I could probably eat like 10 pancakes. You know, like decent sized pancakes. Alright guys, thanks for all the questions. If I didn't get to yours this time, I'll definitely do more Q&As in the future. You guys show me so much love and support, so thank you so much for that. I'm going to end this one on showing you guys a new color replay that's coming out. I don't know if I'm supposed to show you guys this yet, but it's the least I can do. Sorry, Yoyofactory.